was a super warm March, kind of cool so far this April, but even though we haven't been thinking about it quite yet, we know that right around the corner, maybe even by the middle of this week, we're going to start needing the air conditioners in our cars.
Oh yeah, and you want to make sure it's working correctly. So we sent Jordan Carson to our experts in auto repair for some great advice.
Shopping for your air conditioning service for your automotive needs can not only be time-consuming, but extremely expensive. That's why we're here at Thomsons Auto Repair talking to Tom about what you need to know before the summer heat sets in. Tom, there are so many reasons why we need our AC to be kicking on this summer, but there are some things that we can do that we can check on our own by just popping the hood.
Absolutely, there's a few things that can go on. If you turn your AC on and you hear excessive noise under the hood, you can take a look and usually isolated, as the AC compressor is usually on the top of most vehicles. Another last resort seal for the air conditioning system are the caps. There's usually two lines, a cap on each one. Traditionally they're black, red, or green. If they're missing, you really need to get those put back on.
And that's something we can check by just popping the hood and looking ourselves.
Absolutely. And the most obvious is, does it feel cold enough to you?
Okay. Now let's talk about Freon. What is it? What's too much? What's too little?
Well, the Freon is a chemical that the system uses to cool us. And if you have too little in a vehicle, that can create a bad situation for the compressor, and too much Freon in the system can do the same thing and destroy it and have expensive air conditioning repairs at that point.
You know, you have a machine here that is something that's pretty rare. Not a lot of places have this, and your experienced team can really find out exactly what's under the hood and what might need to be done.
Absolutely. We've got usually try to keep up to date on the state of the art of the air conditioning system, as the amount of Freon going into the system is getting tighter and tighter as far as tolerance is concerned. So we need to have the latest and greatest. There's a lot of machines out there in the repair facilities, but if they're not updated, they're not going to do what you need it to do, and probably cause a failure.
Okay, this is a question I know everyone wants to know. Is this a myth or a fact? Everyone says when you're driving in the summer, turn the AC down, put the windows down, you're going to save on fuel economy. Definite
myth. Okay. What you gotta have there is, if you wanna drive around with the windows down and the AC off, you're creating less of aerodynamics to your car, so it's not really saving you. You're having more drag on the car, so you might as well have the AC on and stay cool.
All right, so people can come in and get this all tested for a very low price.
Yeah, we do an initial inspection. It's $34.95, and that's a performance test. We're gonna check the temperature coming out, check the functionality of the fan, see if we're getting a good heat sweep or cool sweep across the spectrum of the conditioning system. And we're also going to hook our gauges up to it and read the levels, the pressure levels in it, and that'll tell us where you stand.
So getting our AC checked at the beginning of the season can make sure that we stay cool all summer long.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Tom. Make sure you beat the heat this summer, starting right here at Thomsons Auto Repair.
We seem so far removed from it right now because we're not using our air conditioner all that much. I mean, we had, but it's not. I'm using the heated seats right now.
Exactly.
And if that went out, that would be a bad thing.
Right. I know. Rachel's like, are you sure we're really going to need that? Really? Really?
Yes, yes. Well, that forecast in the 70s this week.
And 80s by Wednesday and Thursday. And so you know that, we're kind of heading in that direction. So we just, definitely want to make sure that we get the AC. I had kind of one of those difficult stories we had one year a couple of summers ago where it didn't really heat up. We hadn't gotten the AC checked. We were in Nashville at a baseball tournament. Heat index was 112 degrees, and my air conditioner went out.
Oh,
and
no.
I'm thinking, I wish I would have just had this thing checked out ahead of time. I would have known.
Yeah, exactly. And so, again, that performance test is $34.95, and Thomsons are experts in auto repair.
That's right, and you can see here they have a great user-friendly website. Also, you can check out their website or their Facebook for great coupon specials that they've got going on right now. It really is you see all the free.
I like that. I like it.
Yeah, that's our favorite word here at 8 West. Well, we definitely want to make sure that you know how easy they are to find. They've got two great locations. Rachel and I have had the opportunity to visit both locations. Kalamazoo Southeast in Kentwood, right at the corner of Kalamazoo and 52nd Street.
Yep, and 28th Street in Grand Rapids. neighborhoods, and Tom is a really great guy, straight shooter, so you know you want someone that you can trust when it comes to your automobile, because it's your family, it's yourself. You got to get that safe and running efficiently, because in this case, when the heat hits, we do not want to be suffering if we don't need to be.
That's right. We don't want to turn on the air conditioner and be surprised that, oh, hey, the heater works.
Plus those little ones in your car. You know, I'm conscious of those things, having little kids, but having them in the back seat and stuffy and things like that. We just don't want to take those risks, even with our pets and with older members of our family as well.
Yeah, that's right. So check him out. He's a great guy.
More to come. We'll be right back.
Are you West?